Moo. Hey, welcome everybody. Today I thought we would do a fun-filled, animal-themed yoga sequence. So grab a mat. You might also want a blanket and a strap for this one, but if you don't have them, don't worry. Join me anyway, and let's get started. All right, let's start in a comfortable cross-legged position. And we'll just take a moment here, settle in. All right, the first thing we're going to do is dog's breath, and it's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. We're gonna let our tongue hang out and we're gonna pant like a dog. And you really wanna forcefully breathe out using those abdominal muscles. So, good. Let's take one big, deep, normal breath and let it out. Good. We're going to go into a seated cat-cow. So hands on the knees. We're going to inhale, chest comes forward. Chin lifts just a little bit. Exhale, round it, round it, round it. Look down towards this hole. And really try to round through your entire spine. Your pelvis should be rocking a little bit with this motion. Okay, one more. Round it as much as you can. Let's come back to neutral and take it onto our hands and knees. So we want to be stacked, shoulders over wrists and hips over knees. We're going to go into something called a sunbird. So I'm going to lift my right foot, stamp my footprint on the ceiling. Exhale, bring my knee up to my chest and look towards my knee. Inhale, take it up. Exhale. Two more. Good, let's bring our knee back down to the mat. We're gonna I'm gonna scooch my hands a little bit forward because I know I have a pretty long down dog. Tuck those back legs, lift up, press back. This is our first down dog of the day, so let's bend those knees and maybe walk out our dogs. Great, let's bring our knees back down to the mat. Make sure we're stacked again if you had to adjust at all. And we're gonna take our sunbirds to the other side. So left foot stamps the ceiling. Tuck it in. Two more. Let's bring our knee back down to the ground. Let's tuck the toes, lift up into our downward facing dog again. Good. Find the one that feels good for you. Your heels may be lifted, your knees may be bent. You might prefer it a little wider or a little narrower, and that's totally okay. Okay, so let's lift our right leg up to the sky. Then we're gonna bring our right knee to our right wrist and our foot toward our left wrist. Flex that foot, and we're gonna lower down into pigeon. You can stay up here, or you can come rest down. This is where you might want a blanket. You can use it to support that hip that's up in the air, so you can ease into the posture a little more. Good. Just breathe with it. All right, let's rock our weight to the right side. Sweep that left leg around. We're gonna go into cow face pose. So I'm gonna stack my knees. So my right knee was bent. I'm gonna bring it in a little bit more so my knee's facing forward. My left leg's gonna come over the top. Yeah, so left leg on top. You wanna try to get your knees stacked. It's okay, they might not be. It just depends on you, okay? Then to bring the arms into it. So with my left knee on top, my left arm's gonna come under, my right arm's gonna come over the top. If you can reach, fantastic. If not, this is where your strap is gonna come in handy. So you're gonna take the strap in your top arm, grab it with your bottom hand, and then inch your way closer together. Okay, let's release the strap if you're using one. I'm gonna rock to that right side again, swing my left leg back behind me, plant my hands, tuck my toes, press up, back to that downward facing dog. Good, let's take it to the other side. So lift that left leg up, left knee comes left wrist, left ankle comes towards the right wrist, flex that foot, slide down to where you're comfortable, stay up here or come on down. Remember to find your edge. You want to feel a stretch, but you don't want it to be painful. If it is at all painful, back it up. So what can you do to back this up? Bring this foot closer to the midline instead of out here. Bring it in. And for me, personally, it's less stressful to be all the way down here than it is to be up here. But that depends on where you're tight and where you're feeling this. Great, let's shift that weight to the left. Bring the left knee into the midline. Right leg's gonna come over the top. Right leg's on the top, right arm on the bottom. Good. This one can be a tough one. Let's release the arms. Swing that right leg around behind you. Plant your hands. Press back to that downward facing dog. Good. Let's shift our weight. Drop our knees to the floor. We're going to wag our dog. So make sure we're stacked again. Inhale where you're at. Exhale, look towards your bum. Inhale back to center. Exhale, other side. Continue moving with your own breath. Last one. Come back to center. I'm going to walk my hands forward, slide my legs back, lower all the way down to the ground. Whew. Hi, Matt. We're going to work on Locust. So I'm going to take my hands back behind, rest my chin on the mat. When we inhale, we're going to lift our arms, our chest, and our legs, okay? And then on the exhale, we'll come back down. Inhale, exhale, take it down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. So let's do it one more time. This time we're going to inhale up and we're going to hold it for 3 breaths. Really strengthen those back muscles. Here we go. Inhale up. Exhale it down. Great job. Now let's bring the hands under the shoulders, maybe just a little lower than that. And we're going to press up to a cobra. So I'm going to press up, I'm going to lift my chest, my hips stay on the ground, and I want to keep my shoulders away from my ears. Good, let's lower it back down. This time you can stay there or you can press up higher into our up dog. So for our up dog, we're going to press up. We're resting on the tops of our feet. Hips are off the mat this time. Good, let's drop our knees onto the mat. We're going to press back. Turn towards the long edge of your mat. We're going to go into frog pose. So to do that, we're going to hike up the cow jams. Spread the knees as wide as they go. Your shins are coming straight back from your knee and feet flexed, all right? And then I'm going to come down onto my elbows because that's just where I'm at with my stretching. If you have a much narrower frog, you might stay up here. Find your happy frog. And try to keep your booty in line with your knees. So don't lean forward in this and don't lean back. You want to stay in line. And we're going to hold this one for about 5 breaths. All right, that was a fantastic stretch. Let's press up, bring those knees together. I'm going to cross my ankles in the back and sit on back to bring my legs in front of me. Bring the soles of my feet together for butterfly pose. So I'm going to scooch my bum back onto my mat. You can always bring your feet to you or you can bring you to your feet, your choice. And hold on at the ankles. There's a tendency when holding on at the toes to pull, and then you're twisting your ankle in a weird position. So if we're going to pull from the ankles. Okay, so you can stay seated upright in your butterfly, really focusing on bringing those knees down. Or if you want another inner thigh stretch, we can walk the hands forward in our butterfly. Again, let's hold this for about 5 breaths. Let's walk the hands in and let's finish in a seated position. So try to sit cross-legged opposite of how you normally do it, right? So we want to work both options. All right, let's close our eyes. Take just a few deep breaths here. stay there, or if you'd like to finish up, let's open those eyes. Take the hands out. We're going to scoop up all of our positiveness that we created with our practice here. Scoop it up. Bring it down to the heart center. Let's do one more scoop to make sure we didn't miss any. All right. Thank you so much for practicing this fun animal yoga sequence with me, and I'll see you next time.